Hey, good afternoon. My name is Greg Kiefer. Was former president and CEO of Kiefer Consulting for about 35 years. Yesterday, I had the great opportunity to present to MISA, the Management Information Systems Association at Sac State. We did a resume review. I had one of the students actually volunteer their resume, Kevin Bali. He's one of the board members there on MISA. And we actually went through in the previous session, this is video number 3. We talked about his resume and optimizing his resume and searching for jobs based on his resume. So today we're actually going to get into this section here in the presentation, look at your LinkedIn profile, and actually look at some of the profile, clearly articulate your skills, like your descriptions and so forth. We're also going to compare that to your resume. So we have a bunch of different questions here we're going to ask and some of the things we're going to look at. So what I want to do is jump into Kevin's LinkedIn profile here. We'll take a look at that real quick. And here's Kevin's profile. He actually has a really nice profile. Kevin Bali has his own custom image up here. He's got a good professional image of himself. Some of the things he did really good here is actually has a really good title. It just doesn't say Sac State student. It mentions some of the things that he's interested in. It also has some other contact information. It has his birthday, 17th. I should have wished him a happy birthday last week. The other thing he did is actually he's doing posts, which is really good to get activity. He has people posting interesting things he's working at school, but possibly with his employers as well. And then some of the other things he's following. So he's got some nice posts there. He's got some of the content created here. He's updated different things within his experience, quite a bit more than some of the other ones I've actually seen. Here's some other skills that he identified that he has based on some of that experience, which is also good to put that in there as well. I don't know if that's auto-generated or if he actually did that. So we went down here. He also includes some logos. It's probably because he actually put some links in there as well to some of those organizations. He's actually gone through here. He actually down here in the other education section, he's both went to Consumers River College. I'm actually taking classes at Louis Rios right now, similar, not computer science anymore, but different subject matter. He's actually at Sac State right now, getting some really good grades at Sac State. If you saw video number 2, you actually saw his resume and his GPA and so forth. He does have some skills. You might want to enhance this by show all skills. So he's got 50 different skills. Let's take a look at that real quick. Again, these are actually pretty cool. You might want to get people to endorse those. It increases your credibility, but also your search engine optimization aspects as well. So we'll go back here one step. Some other courses he's taken. He has all of his courses, relevant courses. I think that's really good, again, for searching stuff. This is a lot more than I've seen other students do. So he's done an excellent job there in doing that. Some of his awards and stuff, it's again to put different honors and awards. Kevin's resume is very impressive. He's done a lot of different things, and he's actually been very engaged in deep diving into his career and getting certified with a lot of different things in addition to winning different awards. I was super impressed when I got Kevin's resume to use as a reference for this, because you might take a look at it as well as a foundation for improving your LinkedIn profiles. And he's got some other things here. He's followed some different things like NASA. I actually follow NASA too. And also National Security Agency. So that's kind of cool. The thing is, in Copilot or ChatGPT, you actually can't connect to LinkedIn for some reason. I don't understand why. But here you can actually do this. You can save it as a PDF, which I already did. We're going to go look at his PDF, his resume as a PDF, and then we can actually cut and paste that into a Copilot. So let's go. We're not going to do this. It takes a while to generate the PDF, so we'll just go ahead and find his PDF here. So let's go down here to Sac State and look at Kevin's LinkedIn profile. Here's his profile right here. And it actually has a bunch of text. It looks kind of like his profile. Again, he speaks 4 different languages. I think it's pretty impressive. Has all the content there. So we're actually going to grab that content and cut and paste it into Copilot. I already have a Copilot session open. So we'll go back over here to the browser. I've got Copilot. I already loaded Kevin's resume in the previous section. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I'll load this in and say, hey, I'm going to add here's my LinkedIn profile. How does it compare to my resume? I don't know if it puts everything in there, but it puts a lot of information from your LinkedIn profile. So here's some different things here. Hey, education is both the same. LinkedIn profile here. You want to make sure these are consistent. And if there's things in one that are not in the other one, you might want to figure out which of those items you can incorporate into both your resume and your LinkedIn profile. Most of the time, people are going to look, unless you're submitting a resume to a company, most of them are going to look at your LinkedIn profile. The job search engines, if you're going to use the LinkedIn recruiting tools, it will say, show me a list of jobs that I qualify for. But it also say for recruiters, says find me candidates that also qualify for the position that I have posted. Indeed does the same thing. I don't know if Indeed connects to LinkedIn. I assume that it does to look for candidates because it's not going to have all the resumes in Indeed, even though you can upload it. So these are aligned, based on what. So here's some more questions. What do you think I could improve upon in my LinkedIn profile? Enhance your headline. So these are actually really good foundational things that there's some job expansion of the job descriptions, improve your uptime 20%, put some metrics in there, put some solid numbers in there to demonstrate some quantifiable aspects of some of the things you've actually improved. Add certifications if you have the VMware one, which you must have because it's saying go ahead and add it. And here's some other things here. So another thing you want to do is actually comment on the post when you do repost. I had this in the first video. I'm not going to go through all those things. But what I want to do here is actually say, hey, I've already saved it. I want to ask it a few more questions is identify some keywords, help me improve my SEO, my LinkedIn SEO, and incorporate industry specific terminology. Again, here's making some suggestions. SEO friendly summary. You might take a look at this, might make some changes. Again, you want to make, just like SEO for websites, search engine optimization, you want to do SEO for your LinkedIn profiles as well. You want to do it for your resumes too, but in this case, we're just doing the LinkedIn aspects of it. You can do this same exercise against your resume as well. Don't put too much stuff in there because people have a tendency to skip over some of the stuff if you do put too many keywords in here. This is a very common practice in resumes. Here's if you want to put keywords that are relevant to the industry, make sure that you have experience in those. And when they do interview you, you should be able to describe what IT virtualization is or secure data management and so forth. But skills section, I went through each one of these. So I do want to show you something else on these under education. Let's go back to Kevin's resume here under education. There's education. This is kind of interesting because you say see more here. You can actually, a lot of people just put their education. I went to Sac State, got a degree. Like Kevin, I didn't, but I went to Cal State LA and Purdue. But Kevin went a little bit beyond that, and he put some more text in here about what he actually did there and what he was doing there. People put in the university, but they forget to put the text in. So I found this interesting when you look at people's LinkedIn profiles. I also think he should actually modify this to say why. So maybe integrate a little bit of a story in there. Why did I go to Consumers River College first? In addition to just the facts that you have stated there of what he did. You might also do for Sac State the same thing. Why did I decide I chose Sac State after going to Consumer River College? Maybe because he wanted to stay in Sacramento, but there might have been a bunch of other reasons why he did that as well. If you look at my profile, I can go back to LinkedIn here real quick. I decided to modify mine because I could use it as an example. This is my profile. And if I go down to my about me, there's some stuff in there. There's some stuff here. I also added this stuff here. Getting a master's degree while working full time was challenging. Cal State University Los Angeles offered me the flexibility I needed to get a master's degree in evenings and weekends. It took me about 7 years to get my master's degree. I was one of the people that were a bunch of us in the 7-year program because we were doing it while we were working full time. I was actually running a company and traveling around the world talking at different technology conferences. So let's go back to Kevin here real quick. And let's go back to Copilot. There's a few more things that you might do is maybe ask Copilot, get down here and prompt. You make suggestions to improve my LinkedIn profile. Lengthen your headline. Okay, we did this earlier. Change your update, make some things more generic. One thing that's missing from a lot of students' LinkedIn profiles, if you go look down at mine, let's go back to mine real quick again. I say mine's the best one, but I've been working on it for a while to make it enhance it so people can use it as a reference as well. You want to get endorsements, make sure people endorse you. Kevin had all the skills listed, but he didn't have any endorsements. So it'd be really nice if you got some endorsements from some industry leading people. Another big one that most people don't have in any of their profiles is a list of recommendations. So I have 21 recommendations in my profile from really cool people that I've worked with over the years. A lot of the universities, innovation labs at UC Davis. Deanna Daly's a great teacher at Sac State. The project management space and some of the leadership. Spiros has been there forever doing computer science stuff and MIS stuff. And these are a lot of people that I've worked with over the years. So when you do have a great working relationship with someone, you really enjoy working with them, and they're also impressed with the work you do, make sure you get references. You can also get them from your team members of people that you're actually working with at the university. So if you're working with other team members, make sure it's authentic as well. Just don't sit in a room and make a bunch of recommendations with a bunch of other people. So let's go back to Kevin here real quick and look at Kevin's profile. A couple different views of his profile. Let's go back into Copilot one more time and see if I have anything else I want to add there to that. We did the comparison to my resume. Here's another one here. What should I change? What should I consider changing in my LinkedIn profile for the first job referenced above? This was a job that we looked at in the previous video. It's a network engineering position at this company. And I want to tailor because I really want to get that job. I don't really want the job, but Kevin might want the job. But I really want to get that job. And actually, I want to make modifications to you do this for websites too, by the way, when you work on different projects and stuff, and your company wants to get noticed. But maybe I need to tailor this because that's the job I really want. I really want to get the job as a network engineer or with the FBI doing forensics and analytics and so forth. So try this. You might take the job that you're looking for, find a post that you are pretty close to qualifying for, and say, what should I actually do to modify my LinkedIn profile so that I get noticed for that specific position? And here's some very specific things that are missing from my profile and my resume. This is something that is also invaluable and it saves you a ton of time. So you don't have to do this work. You can actually have Copilot do it for you. And here, I'm not going to read all these to you guys, but there's a bunch of different things you can actually do. So that kind of wraps up this video. I want to give you my last slide here with my QR code. You can actually look me up on LinkedIn, ask me questions. I'm retired, so I have lots of time. I'm going back to school to get potentially 2 more degrees in music and Spanish. But I love talking with people and I love debating things with people. And I love helping people be successful in their careers. So thank you again so much for your time and hope you enjoyed this video.